Good evening and welcome. Welcome to tonight's weekly live webinar edition. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m. and we're here. We are live for our weekly live webinar. Thank you for always being here. I bid you a very, very, very warm welcome. I'm excited to be here. As always, I'm always excited to be here and to share with you. I hope you're excited to be here as well and to learn from the session. As you know, this is a learning session where we get to share on topics bordering on personal development. Thank you so much for being here. It's the weekly live webinar of the Advanced Lounge community. I see you guys already. Please drop your comments in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can see me. Let me know that you are super pumped, to be here tonight. Thank you very much for always being here. This webinar is coming to you from the Advanced Lounge community. The Advanced Lounge community is a community of people who are just learning and growing and becoming more valuable, to bring that value as a contribution, to increase their contribution into the spaces that they operate. So whether it's in your place of work, whether it's in your community, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's in your relationships, wherever you are found, because you are becoming more valuable, then you bring that value, you increase your contribution and bring it to bear in the spaces that you operate. And so we're a community of people that just want to challenge our status quo. We know that there is more. We know that there is more that we can be, that we can do. And so we just come together to equip ourselves, to be empowered, to be able to translate that into the spaces that we operate. And this is just one of the expressions of the Advanced Lounge community, where we just gather to learn, to unlearn, to relearn. It's just learning. And I'm excited to have you again this evening, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Like clockwork, we are here, and tonight we are here as well. And I'm super duper excited, to be here with you tonight. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community. My job, very simple, to show you the possibilities that exist. And indeed, the possibilities are numerous. The possibilities are limitless. The possibilities are great. The possibilities are numerous. They are great. They are many. And my job is to be able to show you the possibilities that exist and to show you how to get from where you are to where you want to be, to where you see yourself, to where you see yourself being. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to have you here. So tonight we are going to be exploring the topic, write your own script. Write your own script. And I'm excited to share with you tonight about taking control. Many times we relinquish our control, we give it out inadvertently, sometimes unconsciously, without even knowing that we have given the power out. We're just basically going about living lives off the scripts that are handed to us. From anybody can just give you anything, and the reason they have the ability to do that, because you don't have a script of your own. You don't have something that is guiding you. You don't have something that you are living by. So anybody that comes in contact with you can just hand you anything, and you will take. Because why? Because nature abhors vacuum. So if you are not living out your own script, you better believe that you'll be living out someone else's script. And so this evening, we're just going to consider, explore how many of us are living out scripts written by others, and then we'll try to see how we can begin to take control to create our own path. You have your own path. I say that there is greatness and there is potential inside everyone, and everyone is on a journey. You have your own path, but if you do not realize that you have a distinct path that is meant for you, then you will just be all over the place. Anybody says it's here, you will go. Anybody says it's there, you go. But you need to understand that you have a distinct path, that we are all on a journey. You recognize that you're on a journey and that your journey is distinct and unique to you. And then you begin to, curate the things that you are going to do along to take you on that path of your journey to arrive at the destination where you are meant to arrive. And so we're going to be exploring just how you can do that to take control, because as I mentioned, many of us have given that control over to other people. So how do we begin to take back that control? I see you, Oneness. I see you, Adaya. Thank you so much for being here. So we'll get right into it, because as you know, the time just goes by very quickly. And so we'll want to see how we'll recognize how these external scripts, what they are, and then we'll look at very practical strategies for taking back control and creating that path, for ourselves. So we'll get right into it. So what is this concept of being lived? As I mentioned, some people are living, others are being lived. So being lived, I know it will bring this idea into your head that it's like somebody else is in control. And that is exactly what it means, because it means living according to scripts, expectations that are set by any other person who is not you. So when you are being lived, you are living, or yes, you are living, or you are acting out scripts and expectations that are set by others, by any other person who is not you. So many times, families will set scripts, society will set scripts, your peers will set scripts, in the office they will set script, and we end up being living out all to satisfy other people's expectations, without really taking the time to stop and think, okay, me myself, what do I really want? What do you really want? A classic example would be something like choosing a career. I know that people in my generation can easily relate with this. You didn't have a choice. I remember growing up in primary school, I knew that I was going to be a doctor. Why did I know that I was going to be a doctor? Because mama wanted me to be a doctor. And of course, as a good girl, I wanted to please mama. I wanted to do what will make my mom happy and proud. And there's nothing wrong with that. Except that now what you want, or what I wanted, was not even considered. What I wanted was not even considered. So my mom expected I would be a doctor, and so after junior secondary school, I ended up in the science class, and I say till today that I was not meant to be in science class. I know it, like it's so clear to me. I was not meant to be in science class, but well, mommy wanted me to be a doctor, and so I was on that path. So I got into science class. I was struggling in science class, and then I think it was in SS2. A group of my friends, we decided, I think two of my friends, we decided that no, this science was not working. No. We need to go to where we knew that we wanted to be. And as a matter of fact, all the literature books that the art class people had, I would read all before they will read them. So I knew that I was meant to be somewhere in the arts. But here I was in the sciences, living out a script that was handed to me. You have to be a doctor, and I was there. But we decided that we wanted to go and change. In fact, we had already gone, copied all the notes, for the art classes. We just went. The final step was that we needed to go to G&C, guidance and counseling, for the G&C person to talk to us and find out really what's going on. And then we carried ourselves to G&C, and then of what will happen of that day of all days was that our chemistry teacher was there gisting with the G&C and the guidance counselor, the GNC teacher or person. And so we said, come in. We came in, said, what do you want to do? We said, we want to change, or we want to change to art. The man said, no, he will not allow us to change, that we were one of some of his best students. As in, how? We were struggling with chemistry. Even till now, I don't like chemistry. And the teacher was now there, and he said, no, that we are some of his best students, and the GRC woman said, your teacher said that you people are some of the people, you just need to work hard, just go. That's how we lost the opportunity to change to art students. But what brought about that story? Living out scripts handed to us. And that is a very classic example. I'm sure everybody in my generation can relate. What we wanted was not on the table, at least for most of us. It was not a question of what you wanted, your aptitude or anything like that. What it was decided, and you were told to go and do this. And then we just went ahead. And another thing, about another example that we can use is living out according to lifestyle choices. People just want to do things to be able to fit into what is going on around them. So if people are buying ashwebi of 150k, even if you cannot afford it, or even if it's difficult for you to afford it, because everybody is buying ashwebi of 150k, you just go and you have to buy, whether it is whether you are whether it's whether it's stressing you to the teeth. It doesn't matter. Everybody is doing it. I don't want to be the one left out. You just go and you do this. That is living out the script that are presented to us by others. So I want you to do something. Write in the comment section. So just let me one example. Just help me write in the comment section. Which areas have you ever? I've told you my story. Yours truly was supposed to be a doctor. Meanwhile, I hate the sight of blood. I can't even stand it. As in, I will literally close my eyes at the sight of blood. I don't know how. God delivered me, because I don't know how that would have happened, but God delivered me, and I didn't end up, being getting into the medicine at all. I didn't get it. So it was not even a question of, oh, did you do or did you not do? I didn't at all. So let me know in the comment section, which area of your life do you think you have ever, or you are even living out somebody else's scripts rather than your own? Which area? Can I see the comments in the comment section? Let me see your comment. Yeah, we are leaving the templates of other people that have been handed over to us. So which area of your life have you ever, or are you currently living a script that is not your own? Let me see your comment in the comment section while we continue. I take this forward, but let me know, because there is no how. This thing affects one and all. There is no how. So which one have you ever been affected with, or are you currently being affected with? Well, let's just know that we're on this. Let me just know that I'm not alone in this matter, and I'm certain that I'm not alone in this matter. So for us to be able to take control, we have to first of all recognize those external scripts. What are they? It is important to begin to ask yourself. I said on this journey of personal development, you have to normalize asking questions. The issue that many of us don't question things. We don't question why. We just take everything. Yes, Idia says she was supposed to be a doctor too, and she ended up in the bank. Thank you, Idia, for sharing. So first of all, before we begin to take control, you have to begin to understand what are those external scripts. First of all, what are those external scripts? First of all, one says, me, I joined my friend in saying that I will be a pharmacist. Meanwhile, I hate the sight of blood and injury. Me and you were in the same WhatsApp group. I don't even I know that I couldn't have. There's just no way. So what are those things? What are those external scripts? We need to begin to ask ourselves. Is very, very important. I say that you must ask questions. You normalize asking questions. When we're growing up, people that ask questions, they say you talk too much. If you ask questions, so you end up being shut up. But to be able to to have the mileage or traction on your journey of personal development, you must normalize asking questions. So you need to ask yourself if your decisions are all truly yours, or you are being influenced by others, because that's how this starts. Then you are beginning to you get these suggestions. Next thing, you are acting out things that that are not that are not coming from you, that are not coming out of you. So to understand, to know, to test if you are actually living by somebody else's script, is that you feel a lack of a passion. Because something that comes from you, you will drive it with passion. Even when it's convenient, it's not convenient, you are driving it with passion. And another sign is that you are feeling unfulfilled. You are feeling unfulfilled. I was watching somebody, the man said, life is too short. Many people wake up and go to jobs that they hate. They are not feeling fulfilled, they are not feeling recognized, but they keep going, because that is what they have been told, that is how. They are not ready to be able to sit down and consider any other thing that would come out of them. As far as they know, many of us, as far as we know, we're supposed to go to school, get married, get a job, and that is how they told us that that's the template. So you are actually just living out a template, and while you are at it, there is lack of passion, you are feeling unfulfilled, and then you find yourself constantly comparing yourself with others. These are signs that the decisions or the place where you are is is being externally influenced. Those templates are are being handed over to you. Those templates are being handed over to you. Ah, the one that says the reason why she doesn't ask questions in class was because she was being shut up that she thought that she asks too much. Kuma says working in a government organization because there is job security. Yes, these are some of the templates that they've handed over to us. That you cannot leave. Oh, why should you leave? You have a pension, you have that. Those are the scripts. So even if you don't want to, there's nothing. Please understand something. There is nothing wrong at all with doing the things that you are doing. We are only saying that it must come from within you. You must own it. Is when you own it, then you can't tell me that you are not passionate or you are not feeling fulfilled, because this decision came from you. The problem is that many of us are living out on templates, on the expectations that are being handed over to us. This is how we do it. So you too, you must follow suit. You'll be here. You get your government job. You will have a government job because you will be at it, and then 35 years and you're pensionable and all that and all that, and they say government and job security. That is all fine if that is what you really want. I was in a program in church one day, and this guy, he says that he knows that he's supposed to be a civil servant. He's supposed to be a public servant, and he spoke passionately that you have to be there because this is why he wants to be there, because this is a place where decisions are being taken, and he wants to be there to be able to influence things. That is someone that owns it. So if the guy is taking, it doesn't matter the salary that he's being paid, he knows that he's there because on his own volition, by his own design, and he has decided to be there. Of course, that guy will not feel unfulfilled. He will not feel the lack of passion because he has decided. He is living out a script that he designed by himself. And so we're not saying there's anything wrong with a government job or anything like that. We are just saying that you have to own it. It has to be from a place from within you, doing what makes you happy and fulfilled. That is what oneness says, and I agree. So that lack of passion, that feeling unfulfilled, that constantly comparing yourself to others should tell you one thing. It's pointing out the fact that you may be living out, you are being lived. You are being lived. You are not living, you are being lived, because you are living out a script that has been handed over, handed to you. It can be by family and all these things. Even when family gives you a script, I mean, I can't fault my mom for wanting me to be a doctor. I can't fault my mom for wanting me to be a doctor. Doctors have this prestige. Doctors earn well. She wanted me to be comfortable. She believed that it's a career that is impactful. You impact people. So she had all the right reasons. The only problem that it didn't come from me, so I couldn't own it. I'm so glad I didn't get into medical school. I don't know what what would have happened, but now we'll never know, because there's no way I'm going back there. There's no way I'm going back. So let's take this forward. So when you begin to act out external scripts, what happens? There are all kinds of impact, emotional toll, because you are not, it is not in consonance with your inner you. So you begin to have these feelings of inadequacy. You are not adequate. Then there is stress. You are stressed because you are doing something that is not aligning with your call. It's not aligning with you, with what is in your depth and at your own core. And so you are having these feelings of inadequacy. You are feeling stressed and stretched, and then there is the lack of fulfillment. You just keep going. You just keep showing up like, okay, so what will I do now? Some people say that we have gone too far to turn back. I don't want you, no, you shouldn't say such things. The day you decide, I think it was Jim Rohn that I heard him say that the day that is one of the greatest gifts that a human being has. The day you decide, you can decide today, right now, as you are listening to me, that you want to do differently, and you make a 180 or a 360 degrees turn, and you start facing in a different direction, and you keep moving. There is nothing that stops you except you. And so when we're living out other people's external scripts, there are all kinds of all this impact on emotional tools. And then over time, you have no control of your life. You will not be in control. It feels as if somebody else is actually dragging you along, and it's like somebody else is actually dragging, and you are just coming behind, and this can result into missed opportunities, because of course, because you are not living out what is from within. You are not positioning yourself well for opportunities, and then your potential is unfulfilled. Remember that every one of us has the potential for greatness. It's inside of you. But you must begin to apply yourself. You must begin to apply effort, to that potential, to be able to bring out and bring out an achievement. But when you don't even recognize, because there is this living of life without zest, without excitement, because you are not living, you are living a life that is at variance with who you are at your core. And so there are those long term consequences of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential, because out you are living out an external script. You are living out an external script, and this just missing opportunities and all that. So are you still there? Talk to me in the comment section. What are you hearing? Is this resonating? Is this making sense? Is this making sense to you? I was waiting. Okay, I saw some comments. I was supposed to be a doctor and all that. Yes. Idiot says, I think working 8 to 5 p.m. is another script. I agree with you. And whilst I agree, I also say that there is nothing wrong with working 9 to 5, 8 to 5. It just has to be that this is what you want to do. That's what we're talking about. That is what I mean by, if you are working 8 to 5 because they said that you need to work 8 to 5 so that you can have job security. They said that you need to work 8 to 5 so that you can have a pension. They said it's not coming out from within you. So that's the variance I'm talking about. If working 8 to 5 is what you really want, then you now begin to define and decide, why. Define your why, and then you are able to apply yourself, accordingly. So how do we begin to bring the change that we want to? Because in so many ways, many of us are affected. We are living out scripts that we cannot own because somebody else gave it to us. They told us. I've said it before. I think I even mentioned it in my book. That we had this script. You go to school now. When you finish school, you get a job, you get married, you will have children. We're just living out. You don't ask at what point. You don't ask any question. We just leave it. That's how it's done, and we just leave it, and we just continue going that way. So how do we begin to bring that change so that we are actually taking an active role in our outcomes? This is what this is about. You can no longer be living passively. Let me write in the comment section, I can no longer be passive. I can no longer be passive. You can't afford to be passive. We have to begin to take an active role in our own outcome. That is how we own it. When you are taking an active role, if you make a mistake, you own it. If you hit a brick wall, you own it. You re-strategize, you move forward. If you meet a challenge, you find a way. You find a way to go around and to get the outcomes that you want. And why? Because you are living in consonance with your core. You are living in consonance. You are not living at variance. You are living at consonance with your core. And how can we begin to do this? Personal agency. Help me write in the comment section. Personal agency. We'll get into that in a minute. Personal, your person. Personal development is revolving around you. And you know what I say, that you are the most important piece of your life journey. You are the most important piece in your journey. So I don't understand why the star. You are the star. You are the main actor. the main actor is usually relegated to the background. We take care of everything. We take care of children, of spouses, even our bosses. We manage our bosses in the office. We manage people in our street. We do everything, but we relegate the person. We relegate us, the person, to the background. And that is an error. Investing in yourself, taking care of yourself, investing in your personal development actually positions you to play a more active role in the spaces that you operate. And that is why you must embrace your growth. You must embrace your transformation. You must embrace your change. You must make sure that you are making forward movement, and consistently at that, because that is the only way that you can now begin to position yourself to be able to bring better contributions into the spaces that you operate. If you were contributing 10%, maybe in your community, the more valuable, the more you pour into yourself, you are able to increase your value, so that in your community, instead of contributing 10, you can begin to contribute 20 and 30% and more. And that is why you need to pay attention to yourself. Yes, thank you. One says, I can no longer be living passively. It's a no. You must take an active role. Active role. I will never get tired of saying that many people are sleepwalking through life, and it's an error. Anything goes. What will be will be. I don't like those things. And you have the control. You can take the control, because it's you. You are not taking the control over my life or over another person's life. You are taking the control over your life. Many times, because we think that we lack the control, you think you leave everything to everyone. And this is what we're talking about. If you don't take control, something else will control it. Nature abhors a vacuum. It's either you are living or you will be lived. If you don't have a script that you have determined, that you have planned out, then somebody else will give you a script and you must act it out. But if you do sit down and you have a script that you are living by, somebody brings you this suggestion and say, no. There is something else. No, I'm supposed to be doing this about this time. It's not like coming to me at 8 p.m. and telling me, oh, to do something. I said, no. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m. I know where I should be and I know what I should be doing. That is taking control of your time. And we have said that how we can get this done is by personal agency. Thank you, Kuma. Personal agency. We must take personal control. We must take personal responsibility, because I'm in control. Help me write in the comment section. I am in control. I take responsibility and I am in control. You don't give away your responsibility. When you give your responsibility, many of us will blame our husband. You will blame your wife. You will blame your children. You will blame the government. You will blame your father that died. He didn't leave your inheritance. You will blame the dollar. You blame everybody. And in blaming everybody, you have apportioned the blame to everybody except yourself. And the meaning that you have not taken responsibility, change cannot come. I'm sorry, there is no way around it. You can't wait for your father or your mother to bring the change. No, you have to take personal responsibility, and this is by personal agency. Help me write in the comment section. I'm in control and I am responsible for my life. I'm in control and I'm responsible for myself. Yes, you are responsible for yourself. Personal agency. Personal agency is the ability, is the capacity to act independently and make your own free choices. The ability to act independently and to make your own free choices. You know that the difference between all the animals, they say a human being is an animal too, but in the animal kingdom, that the difference between the human being and any other animal, whether it's a mammal or what, is that free will that God has given us. But we, by our own hand, we will give out our free will. We will relinquish it. We will dash it out to other people and other parties. But you must begin to that personal agency. You must begin to take back your control, take back the responsibility, and begin to act independently and make your own free choices. Yes, thank you, Oneness. I see. You are in control. I agree with you that you are in control. So we must begin to take back that capacity, that ability God has given us. It's not man that gave us. God has given us the ability to be able to act independently and make our own, free choices. So that is and that's the vehicle that we must utilize to be able to begin to act out our own script, to begin to create our script and act it out. I hope you understand when I mean script. You know how when actors are acting a movie, they will have papers, they have scripts that are written, so they are just reading it out. That is how you act out a script. So you can be a whatever in a movie, you can be whatever what are they you can be whatever in a movie based on a script that you are given. But you see, now you have the opportunity to write out what you want and begin to act it out. So you are acting out a script written by you and for you, and you have the choice, you have the ability, you have the capacity to make those, to act independently and make your own free choice. And when you take control of your life, you will feel empowered. You are taking back the power. This is what we are saying. When you are acting out your own script, you are taking control of your life, and it helps you to feel empowered. It leads to you being empowered and having a greater satisfaction because you are in control. You are in control. Nothing else is controlling you. You are in control, and you have written out this script. This is what I've written out. I've written out that in July 2024, I want to lose 10 kg. This is a script. And so I begin to act. How do I begin to act out? Okay, Tracy, you want to lose 10 kg in July 2024. Okay, Tracy, no more cake. No more all those what they call it, Coke and Fanta and all that. No more, take your exercise seriously and all that. What am I doing? I'm acting out a script that I wrote so that I can reach the outcomes that I desire. That is within your control. Don't you agree? It's absolutely within your control. And what happens when I'm able to lose the 10 kg? I feel empowered. I'm in control and I have this satisfaction. I set out to do this and actually did this. And then I have that satisfaction. Also, embracing personal agency means that you are making those decisions based on your values, your desires, and your goals. I always say this: every decision that you make, every action that you take or you do not take, it's a matter of your value system. It's a matter of your value system. So, what are your values? Statistics show that research has shown that over 95% of people do not have their values. They don't have a vision, they don't have a mission, they don't have core values. And so what guides your decision? Because if you have a vision, you have a mission, you have core values, it will determine everything that you do. It will determine when you sleep, when you wake up. Because you have a vision, it will determine what you eat and what you don't eat. It will even determine what you wear. You will know that there are some things that are not worthy of being on you. It will determine who you hang out with and who you don't hang out with. So that is why it's important. Everything that we do is based upon our values. If I say that my value, one of my values, I'm a person of faith. One of my values is my faith. Is very, very important to me. And so if I say that one of my values is my faith, it's going to guide me. There are some things that I want to do, but because of my faith, I will not be found there. So that is what your value system does for you. So embracing your a personal agency will help you to make decisions that are based on your values, your desires, your goals. And all these things, they flow from having a personal vision. What is even the vision? Why? Do you know why you are here? If you don't know why you are here, that is why everybody comes and suggests to you, let's go this way, you follow. Let's go this party, you follow. Let's do this thing, you follow. Somebody bought Bone Straight 1 million, you are there. Somebody, everything, you are there. You cannot be found everywhere if you know why you are here. So why are you here? What is your vision? What is your mission? And what are your core values? Because this will determine how you embrace that personal agency. This will determine, how you are able to make those decisions, whether they will align or whether they will not align. Because when you are not making decisions based off of of your values, you will not find out that you are taking suggestions and anything and everything goes. So you must begin to write your own script. Let me write in the comment section, I will write my own script. Help me write in the comment section. I want to see your comments. I want to see your emojis. How is this in hitting you? Yes, oneness. I see your comments. I see oneness says I'm in control and I'm responsible for myself. Yes, you are. Help me write in the comment section. I will write my own scripts. I will write my own script. I will write my own script. Yes, we all ought to write our own scripts. God did not give anybody this thing over you so that you be living out their own script. No, everyone that God has created, He has created us with a potential, and He has given us the path. Everybody has a distinct path. So you cannot live out mine. I cannot live out yours. But what is yours? You need to write your own script. Write your own script. So, how do we begin to do this? How do we begin to write our own script? One very key thing, and you will always hear me speak about this, is that this is the starting point, is self-discovery. Self-discovery is the starting point, is the key to writing your own script. Why is this so? An understanding of self. Many people don't even understand who they are. We have a seller store. We'll drop the link in the seller store in the comments right now, wherever you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please help subscribe to the channel, like it, share with your friends, share with your family. Everyone should be hearing this. And so on our seller store, we'll drop the link to the seller store in the comments right now. On the seller store, we have a guide to help you to write your vision, your mission, and your core values. Is on the seller store. And then you will have a self-discovery workbook that has 100 questions, exercises, journal prompts to help you to discover your true self. You need to get that journal. The reason is because many of us don't know ourselves. You don't know what would make you tick. You don't know your strength. You don't know your weaknesses. You don't know anything about yourself. How then can you write a script when you don't know who you are writing it about? You don't know yourself. And so you must have an understanding of self, that awareness. You have to be able to understand yourself, because it is key to writing your own script. It involves understanding your values, your passions, your goals, your strengths, your weaknesses. It helps you understand your whole self, and then you'll be able to write out your script. In the workbook, you will find that there are exercises for journaling, that for introspection, for even seeking feedback from people. These are practical ways that you can begin to discover yourself. But we have been able to put together a resource that you will find on our seller store that will address all these things. All you need to do is to pay attention to those, because what it helps you to do is you are thinking about yourself. Most times we don't stop to think. We are always on the move. We are always on the move. There's always something. And we are living in a busy world, I know. So most times you are drawn. There is family commitment, there is work commitment, there is this friends, there is community. There are so many things drawing our attention. But I'm telling you that do not neglect self in all of these activities. And the place to start, you must understand yourself. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Very, very key. For you to begin to write out your own script, you must have that understanding of self. So take time to explore, to think about what truly matters to you and how you want to shape your life. Get that journal. It will help you a lot. Another thing is that you have to now begin to overcome external pressure, because external pressure is real. External pressure is real. So we have to think of how we have to overcome that pressure. Yes, I see your comments. Keep them coming. You said that I will write my own script. Yes, we all do need to write our own script. Kuma, I see you. Kuma said, born straight here, 1 million naira. Yes, so haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? Is there? What people are buying for 1 million naira. So we have to think of how can we begin to overcome external pressure. For you to begin to overcome this external pressure, because it's going to be real. And let me tell you, you are trying to live your life from within. You want to live in consonance with your core, with your values, with your inner self. but then you live in a world, so these external pressures are real. It's true. You have to contend with them, and the first step to overcoming is to pay attention. Pay attention. Some of these things is almost as if they creep up on us. Before you have already joined the bandwagon before you know what you are doing. So you have to pay attention. And that brings me to one very, very important point on our journey of personal development: mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Many of us are not present. You are not there. You are there, but you're not there. You are not present in the moment. You have to bring yourself into every moment, into every space that you are. Make sure that you are there and you are paying attention. If not, you will get carried away you will get carried away by a wave even before you realize that, oh, this is what is happening. So pay attention. Pay attention to societal expectations, to peers, to peer influences, because they are real. They are real. You have to be there. And that is why you have to have your value system intact. Your value system will be intact. I remember, I think was it last week I was sharing with you, I said it's not everything that is good that is right for you. And I say to you today again, it's not everything that is good. You know, these days now we are having people telling us, is it a sin? Is it a sin? Is it a sin? Is it a sin to do this thing? Is it a sin to do this thing? It may not be a sin, but it's not everything that is good that is right for you, even right at that time. So all these things are things that have to be based on your value system. Your value system has to be strong. It has to be clear to you. It's not ambiguous. It's clear. If they wake you up today, everybody knows. If you come in contact with me today, you should know. You should be able to discern. You should be able to understand in a few words that are spoken who this person is and what their values are. It should be clear. So you make sure you have your values intact, because it's going to help you to be able to overcome those external pressures. And so you must begin to things like setting boundaries, because you know who you are, what you are doing, your value system. You begin to have assertive communication, and then very, very importantly, you have to be able to seek support. And so you have people, coaches, mentors, counselors, people that you can seek, support from. And then you have to be able to set your own goals. And setting of goals, when I teach goal setting, you don't just wake up and set goals. It will not work. Many times people set goals and they are unable to see them through because they didn't follow there's actually a process. There's an end-to-end process for developing and for to be able to execute on your goals. Please go to our seller store. We have a personal development plan plus worksheet. It's on our seller store. Get it. You'll be able to see yourself through a 7-point stage process of setting goals and seeing them to execution, which also includes having your vision, your mission, and your core values. That is very, very important. So when you're able to set your goals, you are able to you are now bringing yourself into a framework that helps you. But remember what we are doing. We are acting out our own script. You should be able to write out your own script, and then you should be able to act it out. You need to write out your own script, and then you'll be able to act out that script. And one way of doing this is by setting goals. Set goals that align with your values. Set goals that align with your plans, your aspirations. Set goals that align with your vision. That is why, for instance, I cannot have a vision that I'm going to the moon. That's my vision. That's why Tracy exists. Tracy wants to go to the moon. That's my vision. It's valid. It's okay. That is my vision. Then one of my goals would be to go to law school or law school. So I don't need a law school degree to go to the moon. So that means my vision is there, but my goal is not aligning to my vision. And so there's a variance, and it won't work. So you have to, that's why setting of goals, not just say, oh, I wake up, oh, I want to do this, I want to, no, 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 no. What is your vision first? What is your vision? What is your mission? What are your core values before you now begin to enter things like goal setting? So it must flow, in that manner. But you must make sure that you are setting goals, because what goal setting does that is giving you your framework of operation. Is giving you the system within which you are operating. This is what I want. You have decided that this and this and this and this are what are my goals. And so you are setting, you are basically writing out that script, and then you are begin when you are executing on your goals, it means that you are acting out on the things that you want, and you are acting out from a script that you have written. Are you still there? We round up in a couple of minutes. Yes, I see your comments. I see your comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And so we're just speaking about goals, and then we're going to talk about something that is very, very important: the importance of building or having a supportive environment. A supportive environment is an essential on your journey. You can't say you are heading north, meanwhile your environment, and let me tell you, your environment, hey, your environment is absolutely key on your journey. Please notice my emphasis is intended. Your environment is key to your journey. You can't tell me that you are headed north when the environment is telling me that you are headed south. It will not work. And your environment is not a building. Your environment is not the house you live. Your environment constitutes everything: the people that are in your space, the books that you consume, the TV, the things that you are giving your mind to, TV that you watch, the things that you are hearing, the books that you are reading. Everything constitutes an environment. And so you have to be careful to know where you are entering. I think at the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, which is a 12-week mentoring and coaching program that we have in the advanced lounge, where we take participants through a structure, a system that has a structure and has a support to help them to grow, to help them to be transformed into people that will meet their goals, into people that will have the successes that they desire. So we have that 12-week program. You can see the details are scrolling right now on the screen. With the cohort, the 2024 cohort 2 is currently in session for 12 weeks, but the cohort 3 will start on September the 30th. The last cohort of the year will start on September the 30th. So we had an external one of the faculty members, coach Tega. She was there on, I think that was the last Friday's masterclass, and she was telling them that the advanced lounge is a community. It's an environment. The boot camp is an environment. So you will consciously enter into such spaces. What you are doing to yourself, that you are entering into a space where everybody, you have like minds, you have the support, you have a system in place, you have the structure in place that helps you to be able to live out your script. So you will intentionally enter into that space. In that system, you have a structure. In that system, it's just like being in secondary school in a boarding house, where you have waking up time, you have this, you have do this at this time. Yes, so you have that structure, but what that structure is doing for you is that it's enabling you to grow. It's enabling you to transform. It's enabling you to change. It's enabling you to be able to meet your goals. And by the way, research has shown that when you are in an accountability system, that you can reach your goals by up to 95%, because you are in an accountability system. It helps you to be able to meet your goals, smash your goals by up to 95%. And so you are deliberate about the kinds of environment that you are getting in. It's not everything, it's not everywhere that you are meant to be. So enter into environments that are essential for your personal growth. Surround yourself with people who are like you, who will support you on your journey. It is very, very key. Seek mentors. What you are trying to do is to act out your script. But these are all the things that you need to begin to put into place to be able to act out your script. Because remember, you are trying to live out from within you, but your external environment is going to want to present a resistance. You are going to meet a resistance. You are even going to meet people that you too do. Is it only you? When did all this one start, and all that and all that? But you know what you want. What you want, that you are living out your own script. You are in control. You are responsible. So you know what you want, and you know what to do to be able to give you the kind of traction and the kind of mileage that you want, on your journey. So your environment is key. I think it was one of my coaches. She was saying that if you have a deep freezer, and you bring down a piping hot pot of food from the fire, just from the fire right down, and then you take that pot of hot food and you put it in the freezer, what do you think will happen to that hot pot of food? The freezer is an environment that food will become cold just in less than 30 minutes. It will become cold because of the environment. Your environment is key, and your environment is within your control to create, to enter. You decide there are some things that you should not watch. There are some places that you should not be. There are some people that you should not be with, but you are in control, and it's your life and it's your responsibility. I cannot come and do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. You must begin to do these things, by yourself. This is very, very important, and that is why the advanced lounge exists. The advanced lounge is a community of people. Everything we do there is that we want to grow. We are learning and growing and becoming. We are learning and growing and becoming. That is all that we are doing in the advanced lounge. And in our flagship program, the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, it was very, very intentional. Be more. You can actually be more, but you need something. You need a system, and you need an accountability system to be able to manifest, all that you are meant to be. So take advantage of the next cohort coming up. You see the screen, the details scrolling on the screen. Please take advantage. And then, I've introduced you to the tools. There are all kinds of tools. There are resources that you can use. Please get on our seller store. You'll be able to find the tools, the resources that you need, for the journey. So take advantage of the tools and the resources that we have on our seller store, to be able to get the resources that we need, that you need, for your journey. And then we have workshops, we have e-guides, we have physical copies of books, we have everything on personal development is on our radar. In the advanced lounge, everything personal development is on our radar. So just join the community, join the advanced lounge community. If you're not already on the community, please join. If you're already on the community, please invite others to join. Everything that we are doing, we are not dancing, we are not jumping up and down. Everything that we are doing is personal development. We are learning, we are growing, and we are becoming better. I always say that when you know better, then you can do better. So that is why learning is a core of the things that we do in the community. So join the community, join the boot camp. It will do you a whole lot of good. Thank you very much. We are just going to recap now. We have been talking about writing your own script. Writing your own script. Yes, Warner says your environment is key. Environment is absolutely key on your journey. So we've been talking about writing your own script, and you are in control. You are in control. It's your responsibility. You don't want to be believed. You don't want to believe, but there are many people that are being lived. But now we are going to take back our control. We have said a lot. We have spoken about the concept of being lived. We have spoken about how we can even recognize these external scripts. You heard my story. I was supposed to be a doctor, but here I am. Here I am. I know that there are many scripts that have been handed over to people over the years, but we need to first of all recognize these scripts for what they are. Call it what it is first, and then you begin to find how to work around those things. Then we saw the impact of those external scripts, how they, because you are not living in consonance with your true inner self, you have these feelings of inadequate, stress, all that, and there are long term consequences as well. We now looked at how we can use the concept of personal agency, taking control. I say that you are the most important piece. In fact, there is nobody that is more important than you on your journey. There is nobody, no human being that is more important. It's not selfishness. Is that you want to be able to bring a better contribution. So you have to pay attention to yourself. You have to invest in yourself. I've heard people, in fact, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. She has a budget, a yearly budget for her personal development. We need to begin to get to that space. So as you are doing a budget for a year or for a quarter or for whatever, you put a budget, buy a book, take a course, do something that you are investing in your personal growth. That is the concept of that personal agency. so that you can increase your ability to act independently. Many times we are limited actually by what we know. If you don't know, then you don't know. I mean, there's nothing that you can do about it. But once you are able to know, once you know, then it follows that you can be able to now do things, a little bit differently and really act out your own script. Very important to acting out your own script. Self discovery. So as I mentioned, our seller link will be dropped. Please get on the seller store. Find loads of resources, to help you, with some of these things. It's imperative to recognize that this thing will not happen overnight. It's not because you are here, so you have to apply yourself, because the resistance will come, the external pressure will come, even from family. Remember that these scripts are being handed to us by family, by our peers, society, our bosses. Everybody is looking to give you something to do. So now you have heard, you begin to screen. And how do you do this? You have to do this based on your values. That's why you must have your vision, your mission, and your core values. You have to have all those in place, and you'll be able to set your goals. And then, very very important, to get into a community. Create your environment. Everything we do in the boot camp, we are creating an environment. We are creating a strong routine where you are in control. Your 24 hours, do you know that you can sit and decide that this is how my 24 hours will be? You are in control. I can decide I'll wake up by 5 a.m. Yes, you can decide to wake up by 5 a.m. You wake up by 5 a.m. and say, from 5 to 6 is what I'm doing, 6 to 7. You plan your whole day out and you are in control. It doesn't mean that there is no chance for to pivot. No, but because you are in control, you can decide, okay, I was supposed to be in the gym by 6 p.m. Okay, maybe let me go to the gym by 5, so that you can decide, but it's all still within your control. So you need to be able to take that control, take that responsibility. It is yours. Don't give your power away. Please do not give your power away, because if you give your power away, they will take it. Whoever, they will take it, and they will give you their own script, and you have to run with it. Remember, if you are not living out your own script, you will live out the script of any other person, and you don't want to do that because of the stress and all that. So you need to live out your own script. Thank you so much. In fact, I don't know how an hour just runs by on these webinars. Thank you so much for being here. I see you all. Thank you for always keeping a date with us. I've had so much fun, speaking with you this evening on writing your own script. I know that you have been able to learn a thing or two or more. I know you have been able to learn a thing or two or more, and you can always catch a replay, of this webinar, and you can also share the links to others for them to catch a replay. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, to our YouTube channel, like and share far and wide everything about personal development. And let me tell you that personal development is not about a set of people. You can, anybody from young, the young. I just had a mother talking to me today. She wants me to take on her son who just finished secondary school. In fact, the graduation is on Saturday. Immediately it comes that she wants me to be having private coaching sessions with him. And so it's not about anybody. It's not about the young. It's not about the old. It's about everybody that wants to do better. And indeed, you can do better. You can be better. You can be more. I believe it with all my heart that you can be more, and that you have what it takes, to be more. Just take the responsibility and take the control. It's yours. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that these webinars come to you every Thursday at 8 p.m. We are here, we are live, and we are doing this. And I thank you for always being here every Thursday with us. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge that brings you these live webinars every Thursday at 8 p.m. And my job is simple: to show you the possibilities that exist and to show you how you can get from where you are to where you want to be. And I tell you that it's not only possible, it's actually predictable. There are things that you can do and begin to do even right now, to change the trajectory and to change the outcomes of your life. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next week, Thursday, for another edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. I'll see you in the Advanced Lounge community, and I will see you at boot camp. Bye now. Have a good night.